welcome to the Portstaken Podcast. I am the League of Shadows, here to fulfill Ra's al Ghul's destiny. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer.
Hey there, Bane. Where's James today?
He's running late. You're a pirate. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like a pirate?
Very. Yar. I gotta be honest, though, I thought you were gonna be a little bit bigger.
Oh, Sammy, you have a wonderful sense of humor. When the show is profitable, then you have my permission to die.
God, deep.
Yes. Sammy,
Yeah.
what's on the show today?
Well, we've got game day Halloween drinks, extreme haunted houses, and a guest returns.
On with the show! Happy Halloween, Sammy.
Hey, James, what's up?
I'm sorry I'm late.
No worries.
Sorry about my fill-in guest.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
He was not nice to you one bit.
No, not at all.
He's real menacing, that guy.
I don't know why I thought meeting him he'd be nicer, but
Yeah.
he's just not into it.
I know. Real attitude.
Yeah.
I guess when you gotta wear that mask, that's gotta be itchy.
Yeah, maybe he's just irritated all the time.
That's the whole thing. But he's gonna fire you or murder you?
Murder me.
Murder you when the show's profitable?
And I love how he waited. He's going to wait until he makes some money
Yeah.
just to murder me.
I do hope that, like, if we ever, like, split up and this show is, like, worth billions, that, like, that's in a deposition one day that he threatened me with a Bane
That's what comes
action
up.
figure. Yeah. Yeah. So this is we used to do improv together.
Yeah.
We used to do sketch comedy together. We did some shows. So I just went through the old prop box and found this, played a doctor in a couple of sketches.
Yep.
And then I was wearing a t-shirt and I just put it over there. And I made up a new character. His character's called Dr. Gambles. And he's really not a doctor you want to go to.
I'm already a little.
Yeah, like you don't want him like owing money or whatever.
Yeah.
So here we'll do a little thing. Like, hey Sam, what's going on?
I'm good, Doc. How about yourself?
Good. We'll just make this quick. I got a couple games I want to watch.
yeah.
Stay real quick.
Ooh.
That's not looking good.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, you know what is looking good though? Oklahoma State.
What?
Yeah, they're turning it around.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. But anyways, hold on. We do this. That's very irregular.
Oh,
okay. Not sounding great. No, it does sound great though.
What?
14 parlay that I got this week.
Is that appropriate?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Your life and my gambling have nothing to do with each other. I'm just trying to make this cool and fun.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
All right. I'll give you some specialists to see and good luck.
Okay.
I hope you're around for the Super Bowl. It does not sound good.
Oh, geez.
Does not sound promising. So that's Dr. Gambles.
He gets mad when you don't want to talk football.
I don't think he'll be in any shows or on Saturday Night Live anytime soon. We'll go back to our old roots, a little improv there.
Yeah.
I went to a doctor, and he was like, it was a dermatologist, and he's like, okay, put this on, and I'm like in boxer briefs. I'm like, it's just like this little, that really thin thing, and he's like, stand up against the wall, and there's a nurse practitioner in there, and then he's checking me. I'm Irish, so I got to check everything. And then he goes, do you want me to check your butt? And I'm like, is it optional? Yeah. Are you doing it for fun? Do you just want me to check it?
Hey, I got a few extra minutes.
And I didn't know what I'm like, yeah, treat yourself. Like, I don't care. I'm there for him to give me an exam. Like, do you want me to take a peek? Yeah. And then I went to my regular doctor, and he's like, how you pooping? And I'm like, I'm sorry, am I at a pediatrician's office? Like, we could use the regular terminology.
Yeah,
here.
just keep it professional. Let's keep it above bar.
Yeah, and then he checked me for a hernia and gave me a raspberry in my tummy, and I was on my way. And a lollipop that day.
Raspberry.
Yep. Last week's show was great.
Yeah.
A lot of views. Mm-hmm. Ira the Pirate was a big topic of conversation.
Ira came out of nowhere. It has been very popular.
Yeah, this is what you were looking for.
This is exactly what I was
sexy
going
pirate
for.
you're looking for.
Got my earring going.
Yeah.
Sexy with my long hair.
Not the Amish guy or hey, I can't drive on Saturday guy or whatever. That was getting there.
Yeah. Just a little bit of Weird Al, a little bit of
Weird Al, a little bit of a really fundamentalist Hasidic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Phaedra Chantel.
Absolutely amazing.
Fantastic guest. We're gonna have her back on the show.
Rock star.
She was electric. Mm-hmm. But her picks, not so much. She thought she was gonna go 10-2.
She did try to call that.
She's currently 5-6 with one game to go tonight. I think she'll end up 6-6.
She could do 6-6.
But she'll still be on the leaderboard.
She'll be second from last. She won't be last though.
It's there's one thing she's not good at. She's good at everything else.
Oh yeah.
So we're big fans. We appreciate her coming on. The last thing was the Francis Bean Cobain and Riley Hawks wedding.
Okay, exciting celebrity news.
Yeah, the guest list has been hidden. They don't want anybody knowing that.
No.
But I was kind of curious to see who went.
Yeah.
Michael Stipe from REM is her godfather, and he officiated the wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's random.
What's your favorite REM song?
I don't know. I know one, maybe. You know.
I'm pretty partial to What's Your Frequency, Kenneth.
Okay.
It gets me going.
Yeah, I don't know if I know
There's some
that.
good songs. They're a little bit annoying, but they're pretty good. And her godmother is also a celebrity that we've trashed on this show. Any idea?
Maybe a hint.
Yeah, if she didn't go, if she had to decline, she would probably say, Francis Bean, I'm so sorry I could not make it. Writer strike, Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore's not popular with the writers. I guess after the strike ended, the writers came back and they're like, bye.
Oh, wow.
We will work for anyone else but you.
Man, they really held that line.
And then she crocodile teared for 5 minutes and then hired 6 new writers, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just curious if Courtney Love was there and if she acted like Courtney Love
Oh, yeah.
from the early 90s.
It would be great if she shows up. You know it's going to be a fun
Yeah,
time.
just like, like a needle hanging out of her arm. A glass of red wine and a white dress just spilled everywhere, falling with no underwear on.
I do want to see her crowd surf during the vows.
I know. I
Just-
missed that Courtney Love. Courtney Love, I think, is pretty talented, actually.
Yeah.
And just kind of let her wild side come out too much. I don't know. We don't talk that much.
No.
But didn't get a hold of her vices the way she should have.
Yeah.
But I hope that she made amends with her daughter. You don't want to miss your daughter's wedding.
Nah.
That would be tough. So we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna have a fun episode, my friend.
Okay.
And we're gonna go crazy and start it with a new segment.
Ooh.
You ready for this?
Yeah, let's try it.
All right. Send me to the limit. The limit. You got your own theme song now.
I do. I'm feeling real good. You know, I got the good costume on. I got my own theme song.
Do you have any idea what that is a parody of?
Well, I know it from like the 80s movies. It's always like a montage.
There's-
Push it to the limit.
Push it to the limit, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's from Scarface.
Oh, I don't remember that from Scarface.
That's when it's in Scarface when he like starts making the big money.
Oh,
It was also in
okay.
Grand Theft Auto. It's a great one.
I've seen it in a lot of 80s montages. There's a ski movie that used it, I'm pretty sure. I don't
Oh, yeah?
know. Or maybe I'm thinking of South Park. It could be South Park.
Damn it to the limit. So this is part of this whole thing.
Okay.
You texted me a couple nights ago and you said there is a show that I should watch, a documentary.
Documentary.
Real quick before that though, Coach Dicka, thank you for coming on.
Hey, no, thanks for having me, pal.
This is a real honor.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a real handsome Ditka. And I of course am in the NWO. I'm going to either be Nash or Hall. I think I'd be Hall
Yeah,
today.
you'd be Hall.
This is good Hall today. All right, so we're going to talk about this documentary. It's called Monster Inside. America's Most Extreme Haunted House on Hulu. We will tell you when we start doing the spoilers if you want to fast forward. What do you give this?
Oh, it's tough. It was really good, but I got to give it like a 7.5.
Oh, that's high.
I got to give it 7.5, and without trying to spoil it, it's just, it was a good documentary. Like, I actually learned something from it, but
Yeah.
it's not an easy documentary.
It was worth watching.
Yeah.
I give it like a 6.8. It was worth watching, but yeah. So it's this guy Russ McCamey. He runs this. It's called McCamey Manor, and it's basically just this big haunted house. Okay, no problem. Started in San Diego, moved to Tennessee, and then moved all over because I think it was getting like a bad reputation of like hurting people and stuff, so they didn't want it around. But he's a weirdo. He doesn't charge to get in. Charges 4 cans of dog food or 1 bag of dog food.
That's your entry fee.
Yeah, and then he films the people being like frightened and physically and psychologically tortured and posts them to YouTube. And I guess he's monetizing his content because the videos are very popular. He's got 316,000 followers.
Wow.
We have less than
We
100.
got like 80.
We started 8 weeks ago.
I guess we got to start torturing
9 weeks
each
ago.
other.
We should. One of the videos has 3.1 million views.
Wow.
Yeah. We got, I think, 148 on the last one. We're doing all right.
Our best was 220.
Yeah. Contestants have to sign this like massive waiver holding the haunted house harmless from everything from broken bones, psychological trauma, physical scars, PTSD, even death.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that's holding up in court if you kill somebody.
No.
And then he offers $20,000 if you can last the experience, which is like 7 hours.
Yeah.
There's a safe word, so if you've had enough. But people go in there like wanting to be like, messed up.
Yeah, and it's not like an immersive haunted house. It's wild.
It's weird. It's worth watching because it's like you don't walk through a house and then people jump out at you. Like they like, it's like Saw a little bit.
Yeah, like that. He'll close you. They waterboard people. I
Waterboards
believe.
people.
Yeah.
He literally waterboards people.
It's just it's wild.
He's an ex-military guy who was in the Navy. It looks like he was like playing in a band, entertaining the troops. I think that's where his thirst to torture people started. It's not a good band. He's like, I like girls, you know. So awful.
It was bad.
So here he is, Russ McKamey. This is the guy. So he's like a bigger guy, kind of terrifying looking. You know, what he looks like to me is the actor Clancy Brown right here.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what Clancy Brown was from? The
He looks so familiar,
Right?
I can't pick it out.
most famous role. It's right there.
Oh,
Captain Hadley from Shawshank.
Shawshank, yeah.
He was a mean bastard in that one.
He was.
He was. He was like, someone's gonna have an accident. We'll throw him off the roof.
Yeah.
Clancy Brown. I looked him up. Thought he was like, oh, he's in Shawshank, and a million things. It also is the voice of Mr. Krabs.
Hey,
Yep.
that's him?
Yep.
Wow.
SpongeBob, the Krabby Patty. That's him.
Shawshank to the Krabby Patty.
was in Shawshank Prison, SpongeBob. It was bad. The sisters there did a lot of raping. Yeah. You don't see that in the SpongeBob.
They added that part out.
They edited that part out. The sisters. Oh, God, that was a rough movie.
was a-
It was a great movie.
Rough moment.
Yeah. All right, so we'll start talking about this. So there's spoilers ahead if you want to watch it. It's worth watching. All right, so if you don't want to watch it, we're going to post-edit. We'll fast forward to this point, and we'll see you after this. But if you're sticking around, so he asks the contestants their biggest fears and then implements them into the experience. So it's like, you know, if you hate spiders or drowning, again, like the waterboarding, clowns, snakes, political Facebook posts, you know, whatever, anything
Yeah.
that terrifies you. And then some contestants just want to, you know, test themselves. They like the thrill. Some want to get the prize money. Some contestants think they'll be famous. He tells them, like, you're going to be the star of this. But, you know, so many famous people starring on the show. Molly Ringwald, Michael Caine, Jeff Foxworthy. Yeah, no one's gotten famous off this show.
No.
The sad thing was there were a lot of former soldiers with survivor's guilt that compete. They kind of think they deserve the torture. That's sad, you know? One guy said he realized he was suffering from survivor's guilt when he started giving away parts of his body. He gave a kidney away to a coworker and signed up for the bone marrow transplant list and the list to give away part of his liver.
Wow.
So what are your fears, Sammy? What could you tell them that they can mess with you with?
I mean, any fast-moving bug, like a spider,
Spider.
or those really long-legged ones. They like centipedes, but they're local. You know what I'm talking about?
like
I think
the
they call 'em-
earwigs?
They call them like silverfish or something like that.
Okay.
If I see one of those, I'm like a little girl.
Yeah.
And then a weird one, raw meat. Okay.
Raw meat?
Like if you were to throw raw meat at me, I would be out. It's so gross to me. That's why I'm not a chef.
Yeah. That doesn't bother me one bit.
But what about you?
Yeah, you should like fake them and be like, I hate like medium pressure massages and scrolling Instagram.
Oh, that's
pages
the
of
worst.
sorority girls on spring break.
Don't do
Please,
that. Don't do that to
Please,
me.
Mr. McKamey. Mine are like made to drink anything gross. Like, because they like dump dirt and sludge in people and they're like, open your mouth. They like blindfold you. Like, open your mouth and just like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's so gross. I'm
is
sure
gross.
there's pee involved. There's got to be pee involved.
That just
I
grossed me
think
out.
I can handle most of like the physical torture, but the gross stuff, forget it. Also, like bad hotel towels. Major fear.
They're a bit scratchy.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
Or like a waiter that has it out for me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, can I bother you for like some ketchup? And I'm like, like I know.
And they give you that side eye the whole time just to
Doing
make
this.
you think something happened, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know.
And then I got to tip them. I'm like, what did you do? What did you do to my chicken tenders? Yeah, like accidentally drinking out of someone's glass. That's a huge fear.
Double dipping's a huge
They can be
fear,
like,
dude.
here's a glass, maybe it's yours, maybe it's not. No, safe word. And then like shaking hands with somebody who you know is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just, you know what people do with their hands. It's the front or the back. They're doing something gross in the area. Ugh. So some former contestants claim Russ McKamey is a monster and a scam artist. A guy named Justin started a Facebook group to expose him. He finished the competition and said it wasn't that bad, and McKamey was pissed. He's like, just get a good night's sleep. It's fine. They try to sleep deprive you, which like amplifies everything.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not, you know. And then Russ McKamey's like, he's delirious. You don't get the prize. Like, no one gets the prize. money.
No, he was going to find a reason not to.
He's not paying you 20 grand.
No.
But then when this Justin kid started this Facebook page because he's like, I did this for 20 grand. Like, give me my money. The other victims started piling on, saying Russ's torture was too much, too extreme. I like being tortured, but not to that level.
Yeah, he went a little too far.
He did, but I mean,
you
why
should
would you
expect
sign
it.
up for that?
No, especially when they're making you sign that, you can't act surprised.
Yeah, and then they said he made promises that they'd be famous. No one was ever famous from that. If you're stupid, it's hard for me to feel bad for you. Like I just can't be like, oh, so you signed up for that torture fest and it was too torturing? Oh, okay. Thoughts and prayers. But yeah, and then like someone went through it, then went to work for him after, tortured other people, and then they're on the documentary going, yeah, kind of regret that. Yeah.
You didn't think ahead of time you were going to regret torturing people?
Yeah. So do you feel bad for them?
No, I mean, they're all a bit psychotic.
I think, I feel bad if you're like, you think you deserve that, or if you're a soldier and you have survivor's guilt and everything, but it was kind of lame. Some of it was like, they had the contestants like yelling at like an old lady and they're going, say you hate me, say you hate her, I hate you, It's like, that's like a mommy daddy issue, like, I don't know. That's not like a haunted house to me.
It's not. I know they call it a haunted house, but that's a whole level that's just not in the realm of haunted house.
Yeah, one girl said she was like she did it because she has an anxiety brain. Like I have so much anxiety in my brain, and so I like doing these things because I don't know. But she's not special. Like every Catholic has a wild anxiety brain. Like
Yeah.
every Jewish person has every person. Like we're all dealing with stuff.
Just be a normal person. Go to a doctor and microdose.
Yeah, microdose. Yeah.
There's so many better options
Yeah, get on opioids.
than torture.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just think it's like this mental anguish fetish for people who are like don't have enough to do in their life.
Like, I get it. I did one of those Tough Mudders, and you do it to prove it, but that's different. You're running 12 miles and doing some obstacles. Nobody's ripping teeth out.
Yeah. So you're a guy that likes to try things.
Yeah.
You're walking around the nudist camps. You're doing your thing. You like to party. You like to test your limits. Sammy to the limit. The limit. So, would you do this?
Before I watched the documentary, I would have signed up.
Yeah.
And then I saw some of the things they did, and I realized, like, that's not fun. I wouldn't brag about that stuff happening to me afterwards. So no, I wouldn't do it.
So if it was legit, and I agree with you, I would not do it because there's no benefit.
No.
It's just some guy messing with you.
Yeah. He has no intention of paying anybody.
But let's just say it was like people were getting paid if you got through it. Would you do it then?
Then I would definitely consider it. If I thought there really was a chance to make 20 grand.
20 grand for
Yeah.
7 hours ain't bad.
No, for sure. I would try it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm psychologically, I don't think I'd last more than an hour, but I'd still try.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Sammy to the limit.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of costumes here. I have Hulk Hogan. He says, "What you gonna do, brother?" Which is fun. And then you also have a costume. Let's guess. Is this like a preppy pervert? Looks great, by the way. A casual gimp. All right. Can we? Do you talk? Can we get a hint? Okay. All right. Let's hear what you got to say.
Mama says a stranger's just a friend you ain't met yet.
So it's Forrest?
My name is Forrest Gimp. People call me Forrest Gimp.
Forrest Gimp? You're adorable.
Yeah, me and Jenny, we goes together like peas and carrots. Jenny's into some strange costumes we're in private.
Yeah, she's not right for you, Forrest. She's very experienced. Or is she abusing you, Forrest?
Mama says you can't get no rainbows without that rain.
Yeah.
Mama says box of chocolates are just like
All right,
people. You stick your thumb
we're
out
good.
and-
We're good. We're good. I like the costume. I think it's a little ambitious. But Forrest Gump, I like the hat. It's almost like I bought it for myself. All right. We got to do picks. You want to get out of this costume or? Yeah. You want to do the picks now or?
Yeah, let's do the pick.
Let's do it. How do we do? Lots of big home dogs. Wake Forest plus 20 versus FSU. I kind of like that one, but that didn't cover. Those FSU 41-16. But NC State plus 10 versus Clemson. That was good. NC State won 24-17 outright, and also Kansas plus 10 at Oklahoma. Kansas won outright too, so I should have maybe bet those big dogs. But who do we end up taking first?
The first game was BYU at Texas. BYU was plus 17.5 with a total of 50.5.
Yeah, and how did that end?
Ended with Texas 35-6.
That was terrible. BYU was bad. Yeah, didn't work out well. What's the next game?
Georgia at Florida in Jacksonville. Florida was plus 14.5 with a total of 47.
So, what was the final score on that one?
Georgia 43-20.
Yeah, baby, that's easy.
Nice.
That was an easy one. I love that game. Wasn't even close. Glad I didn't get suckered in on the 14.5. And what's the last one?
Colorado at UCLA. Colorado was plus 17.5 with a total of 63.5.
And that covered too. Coach Prime got it done. It got a little close, but so we went 2-1 in college football.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't know if I can run the Colorado train anymore though. That was a scary game. And then let's get an NFL, buddy.
Yeah, Buccaneers at Bills was a Thursday night football game. It was Buccaneers plus 8.5 with a total of 43.
Yeah, and how did that end?
Bills team total we bet was 26.5, and the total was 24 Bills to 18.
Yeah, that ruined Liz's parlay right away.
Oh, God.
That's a shame.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah. And what was the next game?
Vikings at Packers was a pick'em game, and it had a total of 42.5.
I figured out what a pick'em was.
We picked the Vikings,
And
and the score was 24-10 Vikings.
attaboy.
There you go.
Love it. Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles in that. Very sad. He's done for the season. But we're 1-1. And what was the last one?
Bears at Chargers was the Sunday night football game. The Bears was plus 8.5 with a total of 46.5. We took the Bears team total of over 17.5.
And how did that go?
Chargers 30 to the Bears 13.
Brutal.
Oof, rough.
So,
I've
1
been
and
off the
2.
Bears train for a while.
Yeah. Well, I got to stop this. That Tyson Bagent, he's not the answer. He played well for what he is, but he's got a lot to learn. But we added a play because we were down. We don't want to be 1 and 2. We added a play. What was the play?
That was the Eagles at Commanders, and we took the over at 43.
Yeah, I added that on X. And how did that end up?
It ended with the Eagles 38 to 31.
Attaboy.
Nice
2
hit.
and 2. That works. So the parlay didn't hit, but we were 2-1 in college football, 2-2 in NFL, 4-3 on the week. For the season, we're 37, 40-2. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're inching our way back up. Think of that Stanford Steve on ESPN's College Game Day. He's got 12, 22, and 2 so far.
And
Look at this guy.
he's considered a pro.
A pro. Gets paid big money. They fired this guy to replace him with Stanford Steve, and it's not going well.
Nice.
And he gets to pick whoever he wants. He doesn't have to do. He's not constricted by overs, favorites, and parlays like we do. So we're getting there. We're not going to show the leaderboard now. Nothing's changed all that much. Not the leaderboard. We're at the standings right now. Nothing's changed all that much. But let's get to one last situation here. We got Sammy's pick.
Yeah, Sammy went for the Jets and at the Giants with the Giants plus 3 as the pick. And we ended it with the Jets 13-10 in overtime. There's a push for you.
That's a push. Yeah, the Giants blew it. They really should have had that game.
Yeah.
You should wear this everywhere. You should wear this everywhere. So Sammy's pick is 4-3-1 on the season. We're getting back there. We're having some fun. It's good to have a winning week. It's so stressful, especially when you start off on Thursday and you're like, oh, we're going 0-6. All right, let's get you out of this, unless you want to stay in it for the rest of the day. What's next?
Are these game day drinks?
All right, boys, it's time for everybody's favorite drinking game. These game day drinks?
All right.
We got Hulk Hogan here.
Ooh, another celebrity today.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, brother.
Wow. Sounds perfect. You're some sort of jester.
That would be it. Just a little jester.
I'm wearing a Ric Flair shirt. He's throwing money around. He's got a limousine. I got a terry cloth robe, which he wouldn't be caught dead in unless he was on a plane and leaving it open to do the helicopter hit. Unsuspecting air stewardesses. This guy looks a little bit like Jordan Kaplan, our first guest picker, top of the leaderboard. But it's clearly Hulk Hogan.
I can see some resemblance, yeah.
Yeah. But Hulk, our buddy Jordan Kaplan does something on Facebook, and he puts out a little guy called Bonesy. We're going to look at Bonesy right now. We're a big fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Here's Bonesy with a saw, and the caption is no help for Bonesy today. It's just a skeleton crew.
Nice.
Jordan Kaplan loves a good dad joke.
Apparently,
He knows what he's doing.
He does.
Real smart guy.
And then here's Bonesy Bags, and he went up for a game of Bagsy. Very clever. And last but not least, he's got the Hulkster. I guess I guess you guys share the same tailor or something.
Well, very similar. We have different bandanas.
You do. I got you. Yeah. No mustache on Bones.
No,
either.
I mean it's bones.
What you gonna do when Bonesy Mania runs wild on you, brother?
Brother.
Absolutely. All right, Hulk, you ready to try a cocktail with us?
Oh, I'm ready for game day drinks.
What do we got here today, Sammy?
All right, well, we've got the New Belgium Atomic Pumpkin Voodoo Ranger Ale.
Wow, that's a mouthful
It
there.
takes longer to say than to drink.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. So here it is. If you can get a little.
Do it Stone Cold
Yeah.
style.
Stone Cold, absolutely. Let's spill it all over the hit studio here. All right. Well, Jordan, Hulk is the guest, so he's gonna go first.
Don't get my mustache all wet.
Absolutely. I'm just smelling it. It does definitely have some pumpkin on it. Yeah. See, this is hard when you have that mustache. I can't get a read on him.
I could not.
It's not a mustache drink, let me tell you.
Yeah. All right. See.
It's a tough
I'm not
read.
gonna try it. I'm just gonna go in blind here.
You're just gonna rate it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll live with the mask a little bit.
All
so
right.
you at least get a view of the face while
What do you think he got here, Sammy?
You know what? It's a tough read. I'm going. He didn't seem to hate it, so I'm going 7.1.
Wow. All right. I'm going 6.6.
Okay, you're both off. This is vile.
Wow.
Wow.
5.7.
Wow. 5.7.
It is alcohol, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's got this chili kick at the end, which is
Really?
It's yeah.
All right, Sammy, you're up.
Okay. All right. So let me.
See that? Now that changes my opinion. If you think it's vile, I'm still
That
smelling
is,
it.
that-
It smells good. Still at 5.7 there.
You'll find out in a moment.
I'll still drink it. He's not. Yeah. I think he's showing his hand here. All right. All right. What do you think you got, Jordan?
You went to 5.5.
I got him at 5.9.
You know, I wouldn't say vile, but
But
this guy over here has got a 5.5.
Okay.
5.5 on the money.
It's not vile. I didn't give it a 4, so I could.
It's alcohol, so
Yeah.
it's
All right. I used to be more of a beer guy in the day, but I would drink, a lot of Bud Light stuff. Yeah.
that goes
Not
down smooth.
controversial anymore. Here we go. All right. I took a big hit off that one.
Still tasting it too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going once more. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. What do you think, Sam?
I think you actually enjoyed it a little bit. I'm going 6.1.
that's a great score of a 6.1.
Wow, you guys are pretty close. 5.8.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. We got some guff on our game day drink and game day food segments from Mr. Bill. We won't say his last name. Bill S. Tansbury. Bill was like, "You're not being consistent." So I think anything. You're right. We'll play by the rules. What should to qualify for a game day drink? I think for a beer, it's got to be 6.2 or higher.
I'd say minimum 6.5.
I don't know
Okay.
if I could finish this can during a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would definitely be warm by the time I got
It
to
would
the
be
bottom
sitting
of
there.
it.
I'd be like, I want to get to the next drink. I'm like,
I like
moving on.
the smell of it. The taste is okay.
The aftertaste is
The aftertaste, yeah, it kind of tastes like you're drinking a pumpkin pie there was like
with some chilies on top.
chilies and like it was like served in like just a Budweiser.
Yeah, maybe sat outside for like a week.
Yeah. So by that scoring, I'm thinking 6.2 and over is the minimum.
Yeah.
So this is a no,
No
not
deal.
a game day drink.
Not a game day drink.
All right. Well, we tried. What's next? Let's do something else.
All right.
All right, we're back. I mean, we got Elvis here.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I am the women's wrestling champion of the world in homage to Andy Kaufman.
Very nice.
And another pirate.
Yar.
Wow. We have Ira the pirate, then we had Sexy Pirate, and now we got what's this pirate's name? Jordan Pirate?
This is just the Jordan Pirate.
I love Jordan
I got
Pirate.
nothing.
Okay, Jordan. I'm gonna hit you with a fast five right away.
Love a fast five.
All right. You a funhouse guy or a haunted house guy?
Oh, Funhouse.
Funhouse, yeah, we don't want to do the haunted house. We already talked about that.
Funhouse.
All right. We're going Joker here. Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger Joker?
Heath Ledger.
That's correct.
That's a tough one.
That's correct. All right, he's doing well. The movie time. The Lost Boys or Fright Night. And has anyone ever seen Fright Night?
I've never even heard of Fright Night.
It's
until now,
amazing.
so I'm gonna go with The Lost Boys.
The Lost. What do you think, Sammy?
Wins by default because I haven't seen the other one either.
Yeah,
Fright Night. Not seen it.
Fright Night's good. You should watch Fright Night.
Straight to VHS.
Yeah. Well, what if I said Lost Boys or Goonies? What would you do there?
Goonies.
Goonies? I'm still going Lost Boys.
I'd go Lost Boys.
Still going Lost Boys. All right. Chucky or the Leprechaun?
Chucky.
Chucky.
Yeah, I
Chucky's
think
a national
so,
treasure.
too.
He's a national treasure.
The Leprechaun was kind of funny.
It's funny. It was a little goofy, but Chucky scared me.
You know who played the Leprechaun?
No.
Is it the Willow character?
Yeah, Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis. Yeah.
Nice.
He was so good.
And then last one, funny scary movie. Young Frankenstein or Scary Movie?
Scary movie.
I'm going Young Frankenstein.
It's
Scary
so,
Movie.
it's close
iconic.
because it's so different in era. Young Frankenstein for the win.
Just iconic. Mel
Yep.
Brooks.
Aye,
Hank
aye.
Williams,
I know.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, Gene Wilder's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I love
he's so
it.
good.
I love it. I went into the store to try to look at costumes. Did not go well. The biggest they sell is an XL, right?
Yeah.
So I tried on a Willy Wonka costume, and I could just imagine the jokes that people would make about me. Like, is there any more chocolate left in the factory? Yeah.
Why aren't you an Oompa Loompa?
Why am I in a 6'4" Oompa Loompa?
Or
Yeah.
Violet Beauregard you could be when she blows up.
Yeah, right.
The day after.
I had Augustus Gloop energy, and I was trying to be Willie. Did not work out well. So not a good look. So I just wear my T-shirts for now.
There you go.
Till I get this under control. Sammy, what else is in the news? Let's have some fun.
All right. Always starting off on a high note. R.I.P. Matthew Perry.
Yeah, yeah. That was news that came out yesterday. That was rough. Not sure the cause of death. It was a possible accidental drowning, but he's had a lot of problems with substances and everything. He published his memoir about a year ago to the day. It was November 1st.
Oh, wow.
So like he missed it by like 3 days, and it was a little scandalous. It was called Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing.
Ooh.
He said he was in a coma after his colon burst from opioid abuse
Oh, God.
in 2019.
That's terrible.
15 surgeries after that, and had to wear a colostomy bag for 9 months.
There are several things you don't want.
Yeah, yeah,
A colostomy bag and
yeah. In this,
in a colon burst.
this pumpkin beer. Sorry, Matthew. But yeah, this guy had a rough life. Are you guys Friends fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, seen them all. Seen all the
I
episodes.
don't watch it. I
You know
never
what?
thought it was that good.
I didn't like it when it was out, but I rewatched it later, and it is fun. It's very fun.
It's
to
on
watch.
all the time, so how could you not? You know,
It is on all the
You got to
time.
put something on in the background when you're doing the dishes or whatever.
Yeah, I thought I'd want to like it. It's fun. I mean, they seem like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
There was a couple jokes in there that I saw, but never really enjoyed the show. But back to Mr. Perry. He says he spent $9 million trying to get sober.
Wow.
Yeah, $9 million.
$9 million and Jesus.
Dude, I think the lesson here is maybe don't try opioids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people can't, like they'll have a surgery and they'll get hooked or something, and that's bad. But don't like casually be like, oh, I'm going to try opioids today.
Maybe that's what made him good at acting. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Maybe.
I doubt it. He was pretty funny. I mean, he had a shtick. It was a sarcastic, guy. He was in the one Bruce Willis movie that you did not care for.
The whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards.
All right.
He's in a couple of those.
I never really enjoyed any Matthew Perry movies.
Yeah, they didn't do well. He said on the set of Serving Sarah
Never heard of it.
that he was drinking like a quart of vodka a day and just passing out in his chair while he's getting makeup done and stuff. So he's a handful.
That's a lot of vodka. That's a lot of vodka.
A lot of vodka.
Who would have thought Matthew Perry was a rock star?
Yeah, he lived that life.
Yeah, he did.
So he almost wasn't able to be on Friends because he was contractually obligated to on another show. That show didn't make it. Friends was originally called Friends Like Us. I think they did a good job of
Friends is better.
the Facebook, just Facebook.
Yeah.
He dated Julia Roberts. I think
Oh,
he
wow.
went around the Hollywood, doing his thing.
Good. Yeah, good for him. He lived the life.
He admits to being obsessed with PTP nemesis Valerie Bertinelli.
Ooh.
They were on a show called Sydney together. He was 19 and she was 30, and he says he fantasized about her leaving Eddie Van Halen to be with him forever. I'm like, no.
No, you go with the rock star.
You go with the Eddie Van Halen.
Yes,
It's
you go
not
with
like
Eddie
he's
Van
like,
Yeah.
Scott Stapp from Creed. It's Eddie Van Halen.
Well-
No offense, Scott.
Creed is
He knows.
doing well in the World Series right now.
Yeah.
The Rangers love him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But he was he had a little bit of a jerky vibe to him. We're not trying to piss on him now that he's dead, but I remember he said this came out and there was a little backlash about it. But he wrote about the passing of River Phoenix. They were in a movie together. It's called A Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon, I think it was. And he wrote this nasty comment. He said, why is it that the original thinkers like River Phoenix and Heath Ledger die, but Keanu Reeves still walks among us?
Ooh.
Wow.
That's a rough one.
And who doesn't like Keanu? What
Everybody
kind of a
loves
monster?
Keanu. Everybody loves Keanu Reeves.
He's just like a nice guy.
To me, the nicest celebrity.
I don't think I've
you'll
ever
meet.
heard one story where you're like, God, Keanu's kind of a jerk.
No, he is. I think he walks the walk, man. I think that guy realizes that he has a good life.
Yeah.
He seems very genuine. He never gets into like petty political nonsense or anything like that. He just seems like a really good dude, and he's living his best life.
But he will always be Ted from Bill and Ted. I can't.
No.
I'm sorry. I can't. I've seen him in The Matrix, and I'm like, it's Ted.
Dude, he did Bill and Ted 2 just to help out that Alex Winter, I think.
No, Bill and Ted 3.
3, that's right. 3.
They did too.
They had to.
And I think he was just doing a friend a solid.
Yeah, he had nothing to do.
He did not need that for his
Yeah.
career.
No.
I mean, I don't know if the rumors are true, but the rumors that on the third Matrix set, he walked around, he cashed out like some insane, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was giving it to the crew.
Wow.
Like just giving everybody a slice.
I've heard that a lot. I guess he gives money to the stunt guys a lot too.
How do you not like Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Right.
So, he said he regretted it. He said he wishes he had said it about himself and been more. But it's not like a drunk tweet. I mean, it's a book that gets, like, are you sure you want to do that? Yes, send it to print.
Edited, re-edited.
So, like, if you say something nasty like that, like, own it, get behind it. But, I mean, he had a good career. It's a shame. I don't know if it's the drug thing or whatever, but don't do drugs, kids.
Do drugs.
Another actor. What else? Who's the other guy?
Oh, R.I.P. Richard Mole.
Yeah, do you know who that is?
That's the Night Court guy.
Yeah, that's Bull Shannon.
Bull.
Here's a picture of Bull. I love Night Court. Did you guys watch Night Court?
Yeah.
There's Bull. Look how sweet and adorable.
Judge Harry Stone.
Yeah, Harry Anderson was at
Let's be clear, the original Night Court.
the original Night Court. I would
this
not
one,
watch
no.
that new thing.
The new one is terrible.
Yeah. But like, Marky Post was on there. She was kind of cute. There he is. He's just a fun guy. But in 1985, a horror movie came out called House. Anybody ever heard of House?
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing good on your movies that I've never
Again,
seen.
my brother was born in '73, so he was watching it, and I'm 6, and he's like, "Come watch House. It'll be fun." I'm like, "Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds like something to watch with my brother," and it's terrifying. And Richard Mole plays like a I can't really remember, but he plays somebody that was like in Vietnam and had a rough go, right? So he's in there, and I'm like, where's Bull? And then he's like, this guy, and he's scary. And he's 6'8". He's enormous. He was enormous. So he's in House, and apparently House is about, basically it says like a troubled writer, what is it? A troubled writer moves into a haunted house after inheriting it from his aunt. The trailer is on IMDb. You should go watch it right after this amazing podcast. But it's so 80s and wonderful.
Nice.
And like they show the ant, and the guy walks into the room, and the ant's on a chair about to hang herself, and she goes, "Get out of here while you can!" and like jumps off the chair, and then like turns into like a spirit. Oh my God, it's so scary. So then, good old Richard Mole's in there. He's scary enough as a soldier. Then he turns into this thing. Look at that guy.
Oh, looks like Bonesy.
It looks like Bonesy had a real bad day.
Looks like Richard Mole's gonna be in your portion.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy scared the living crap out of me when I was a kid. He was terrible. Oh,
Wow.
So it ruined Night Court for me a little bit because I'm like, I'm gonna scary. Yeah.
It's just because he was so over the top, goofy, and lovable on Night Court to go to that.
He was just a
that's wild.
big dude in Night Court, and
Yeah.
he was just like, oh yeah, like Bull will fix it because he's enormous and he can, but he's a gentle giant. He played like the gentle like goofball
You
really
give
well.
the comic relief that you needed. And
Yeah.
I never knew he played that scary character.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna have to watch that now.
It's actually, I remember it being pretty good, but pretty terrifying. But maybe it's just because I was young.
Yeah.
So, so we wanted to look at some scary movies, and apparently Rotten Tomatoes did one last year. It was a fan vote for the top 10 scariest movies of all time. So we'll put that up real quick. And do you have one, Sam? Scariest that you've ever seen?
The original Michael Myers Halloween scared me to death as a kid.
That's pretty rough.
I hated that movie, but I loved it.
Nightmare on Elm Street was pretty rough. What about you, Jordan?
Pet Cemetery scared me. When I
Pet
was a kid.
Cemetery scared the
Yes.
living crap out of me too. Not a great movie.
No.
It's hard to watch as a parent now because the kid gets
Yeah.
bowled over. Didn't do well.
The one that scared me that everyone disagrees with me was the Blair Witch.
You thought it was scary?
That scared the crap out of me.
I saw it at the theater, and they did a good job with it for what it was.
Yeah.
At the theater, it was good because it kind of goes dark, and
Yeah.
you get the surround sound. I don't think if I watched it with like kids right in the background, I'd go, get this thing off the screen. So here's the top 10. We'll start with number 10. It. You guys see It?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the original with
Was it Jack Ritter was in that, right?
no. Oh God, I can't remember his name now.
No.
He was in Rocky Horror Picture Show. He was-
Okay, yeah.
what's his name? But anyway, he was great. He was great in that. I saw part of the new one. It looked okay. Did you guys like it?
Didn't see the new one.
Okay.
It was fine. I don't know. It didn't do anything for me.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 10. Insidious. Ever seen Insidious?
No.
It's supposed to. I guess an article came out that said it had the scariest scene of any horror movie ever. I didn't see it. Another one, Sinister. Ever seen Sinister?
No.
Okay. Halloween. Yes.
Seen Halloween.
We've all seen Halloween.
Yeah.
Can all agree that it's a classic. It's solid. John Carpenter classic.
Yeah.
I think it should be higher. The Ring. Never saw it.
Saw the Ring with the girl coming out of the TV.
Yeah.
It's one of those really slow horror movies that I just got bored.
Give me a quick rating on The Ring, Jordan. Sammy, you're next, though.
7.1.
Okay.
I'm 4.5.
Really?
It was so slow and boring. There was scary parts, but
Yeah.
overall it wasn't.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Seen it?
I have not seen it. I know it from summer school
Okay.
where they love that movie.
The
Where they
movie
love
Summer
that
School.
movie.
Yes, they love that movie. They filmed it in Anna Maria's honor. Oh God! Well, I paused that chick a few times. Meow. It's a good movie. It's terrifying. Based, I think, kind of on a true story about some wackos in Texas. Number 4 is The Shining.
Okay, good.
I have not seen it.
It's unbelievably good.
Okay.
But it was not liked by the author. Stephen King thought that he did the director did a bad job.
Interesting.
Directed by oh God, I'll think about it in a second. Very famous director.
Oh yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he did. Well, he's not
Eyes Wide Shut, all those. That's like his worst movie, but yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff.
And then yeah, and then The Conjuring.
Okay.
And seen it? That's number 3.
I've heard of it as of today.
I saw it. I didn't think it would be top 5 though.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, that it makes the top 5. It's a good movie, but I would never put it in 3 of all time.
Yeah. Then Hereditary.
Don't think I've seen that one.
Drawing a blank on 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
It's no good.
I think it's like a lot of young people that voted on this. I have to look up the Shining director, Stanley Kubrick. Oh
There
my
it
God,
is. Yeah, that's
dude, it's been a lot.
legend.
I'd blame the Atomic Pumpkin beer
Yeah.
for that. And then number 1, which I agree with, is The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Exorcist is terrifying.
It really
My
is.
buddy Carlos is like, we watched it recently. It's so laughable. It's so bad. I'm like, what are you talking about?
So good.
The voice is terrifying.
It's one of those. I feel like it holds up. You can watch it now, and it's not like, oh, that was probably good in the '80s. No, it was good now.
I growing up Catholic, they're like, the devil will get you. So that's all you talked about is the devil. Like, don't do that, And then for the idea of like, not only will the devil punish bad people, he might also just pop into a little girl's like body for a little while and make her stab herself in the privates with a crucifix and stuff. It's terrible. It is awful. It gets into your head. I agree. I think The Shining should be way higher. I think it should be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Halloween's up there. There's a lot missing. What's missing that you guys?
Definitely a lot missing.
Oh, missing. Cape Fear?
Cape Fear?
Yeah.
As a horror movie?
Great movie.
Well, I mean, yours that you said earlier wasn't even in the top 10.
Yeah, Pet Cemetery.
Pet Sematary. Yeah, that's not going to be in the top
No,
10.
it's...
You don't think
But
so?
Nightmare on Elm Street? Poltergeist? I put Maximum Overdrive on that just because it's so bad. There were a couple that were like so funny. Like Toxic Avenger and stuff like that.
Oh, God.
Did you ever see the movie Thinner?
No.
Oh, it's another Stephen King book. He basically is this guy, this big, real fat guy, and he's going home with his wife, and she's like, "How's it going?" They're driving home, puts her head in his lap. I assume to take a nap, and he ends up hitting a gypsy and killing a gypsy. That never goes well.
Never.
Yeah, so he gets out of it because he's a lawyer and he's got money. And the gypsy woman comes up to him, the widow at this point, and she goes, "Dinner, I curse you." And then he starts dropping weight, like a lot of weight. It was some guy in a fat suit. He was like,
So I could be
500 pounds.
cursed and then drop weight? This is a
Yeah, if you could find.
this is a good plan. Like,
See, I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Like if I could hit a gypsy, getting that drive home, and then lose the weight,
Right.
get your goal weight, and then find that gypsy and figure out
There you go.
how to reverse that curse.
Cut a deal.
You could probably get her $12, and she's like, "It's okay now. I think the curse off. You look great."
You don't look like you've had Roadhead in a while. so
Yeah,
it's-
yeah. I would think a gypsy curse. They're willing to negotiate.
This is a good business, you know.
Exactly. But yeah, Friday the 13th. I mean, Night of the Living Dead. Have you ever seen that? The original? Oh my God. The guy's in the cemetery and this like zombies walking around, and the woman's like terrified. She's like, something's wrong there. And her buddy or her husband or whatever, he goes, "They're coming to get you, Barbara." And he's like screwing with her. And the zombie like eats the guy. And she's like, "I told you, idiot." So, yeah, there's a lot missing on this. I don't like that list. Whenever you have the fans vote, they're just clicking
Yeah.
too many things. Hereditary. Like, what the hell is that all about? So, are you guys big horror movie guys?
Love them.
Not a huge horror fan.
Oh, I love them.
They unsettle me sometimes.
Me and my brother like to watch the bad ones.
Yeah.
And one of the worst I've ever seen was The Reanimator.
Okay, I've never seen it. I know of it.
It is so bad, but you have to love it after you see it.
They mention it in American Beauty. Reanimator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend watching. There's one part it's probably the cringiest part I've ever seen in a movie. It's not a great movie, but you will laugh your ass off and get scared at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I like Gremlins. You know, it's funny enough.
Gremlins is fun.
It's so like kitschy.
Gremlins is fun.
Yeah.
Well, this is a long episode, but
Yeah.
we appreciate you watching. Maybe we got one little extra thing for you. Or is the show over? I don't even know. If it is, thanks for watching. And look at us at Points Taken Pod. And we're finally on Instagram at Points Taken Pod.
Nice.
So this is probably it. Or is it?
Are these game day drinks?
This is a very special Halloween episode, so we're going to give you... Is this a game day drinks again? We have Prison Sam.
Prison Sam.
And who we got here?
It's me, Mario.
Nice.
I guess this is supposed to be an Ozzy Osbourne. This is all in the prop box.
It worked out.
I don't know what British rocker. This is probably like
This is generic British rocker in a spirit Halloween costume.
yeah, and
There
just
we go.
gibberish. Ozzy gibberish. I've seen Ozzy in concert so many times, right? They roll him out there. What is bothering me? And then gets on mic, sings everything clear and amazing. It's shocking. Like better than he was like in the '80s because he was so banged up then. Now Sharon she finds a way to get him on stage. She does a like shot in the neck of adrenaline.
Right before he gets
Get
rolling.
out there, Ozzy!
Here's Sharon. Here's the money. Bleeding me dry. All right, we're gonna do another game day drink. Actually, bonus segment. This is the longest episode ever.
It's very long.
All right, what do we got?
We've got pumpkin spice rum chata.
Yeah.
Go the other way. And then we're going to top that off with a vodka-infused pumpkin spice whipped cream.
Yeah. This is going to be a great idea. I can already tell. All right, can you
Not
pour
all
this with
my
your
style.
Mario hands? Let me do this. You're going to get it everywhere. Oh, my Lord. Oh, that didn't work at all.
He just wants the gas.
Yeah, I told you they had instructions on this thing.
Did it?
Yeah, it said, like, smack it up, flip it kind of thing. That's not going to work.
Ready
at
one
all.
doesn't. Let's see.
Okay, so we don't read instructions, as you guys have.
It was like on the side, and here.
We need
See,
to-
it says slap it, smack it. Sorry, slap it, shake it, whip it.
This doesn't have what the cool with.
Yeah, this is not
I guess,
gonna work.
I guess we're just doing rum
going
chata.
straight.
Yeah,
Straight
Shake it.
rum. We're gonna go two-handed.
Slap it. Okay, go ahead.
Let's give it a swirl.
We'll do it later if we can. Here, read the instructions. I can't decide if he likes it more or less than the last one.
It is thick.
That pumpkin beer after the last one.
Hang on.
Okay.
I got my Mario hands.
So the pumpkin beer, you gave a 5.5, I believe.
I did.
All right. I'm thinking you like this a little better. All right. What do you think, Sammy?
I do as well. But I'm going just a little bit better. I'm going 6.1.
Yeah, 5.9.
It was delicious at a 7.5.
What?
Delicious.
Which one did you drink? That one?
This is my.
All right, Sammy, you're up.
Pass me that.
Let me.
Oh, you want your drink?
you gonna try to get it
Super
with
awesome
the
Mario
Try
hands.
it again and see.
Oh my
I
God!
don't
What
know.
a chip!
It is such a gym.
We got to do our whippets later.
Yeah,
So,
we can do vodka whippets.
Whip shots. It says.
Yeah, I mean, I've been spanking and I've been shaking. Oh, it's time to go down to something.
I think we're just out of the.
We killed all the
COT.
gas.
Yeah, we screwed it up.
All right, let's try. You're good.
All right.
What a chip! Whip shots. You're full of it. All right. Well, you said it was delicious.
It was.
You gave it a 7.1.
I sure did.
All right. I don't know if Sammy's liking it as much.
No, I give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, I said 7.1. He said 7.5.
All right. What do you think you gave it?
It was good, but I'm going 6.9.
You go. Well, we have to guess
shit,
first.
I'm so good.
I get 7. I get 6, 7.
Man, I'm all over the place.
So we're on the side of it. The dead heat.
Price is right.
I'm
Rules, so I
I'm
lose.
really upset.
My
with
turn.
vodka.
Yeah.
Ozzy was a little angry, so I don't know.
Okay. I mean, what do you think I gave this?
What do you think, Jordan?
He gave it, because he's Ozzy, a 6.66.
Oh, that's so clever.
Yeah, see, I don't think you're into these creamier types. I said 6.1.
I gave it a 6.4. It's good. I mean, it's definitely tasty. But this is I'm not drinking this and watching 4 games.
Yeah, you put this in your coffee and you're good to go.
Yeah.
This is the London game.
This is for the morning
You
alcoholic.
can talk Ozzy.
Right. This is a London game. Yeah, I mean, it's not a game day drink. I'm not drinking this during a game, but it's fun. It's a nice little dessert capper.
Yeah.
I would drink it after trick or treating with the kids all day.
You know what? I would pull it out because we scored and I wanted to celebrate maybe.
Yeah.
Like the Pittsburghs, they do the
like
buttery
amazing
nipples or
this time.
something.
Yeah. Buttery nipples.
That's what they do in Pittsburgh.
ridiculous.
It tastes like a spiked milkshake.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's fair. So I'm going no on game day drink.
It's not a game day drink, it's a game day dessert.
Yeah, that's good. All right, that's it. We're not going to hold you any longer. But thank you for watching the Points Taken podcast. Thank you, Jordan Kaplan, for coming on.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Hulk. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
all
yeah,
these
wow.
guys.
All of them.
Elvis, thanks. What a great show. Happy Halloween. We hope you enjoyed the show. Follow us at Points Taken Pod and everywhere. X, Instagram, all that stuff.
All those places, and let's go.
All right, we'll see you Thursday.